Welcome to the Hennasooq channel. My name is Khadija. I am the CEO and founder of Hennasooq, where I specialize in henna, natural hair color, and Ayurvedic hair care. This week, it is week 8. We're talking about conditioning and softening your hair strands. And I'm going to show you how to do that using Fenugreek and Cassia Powder. Can you believe it is already the last week of the Hair Goals Challenge? But fret not. You can repeat it if you want to. You could do it at any time on your own. But if you are taking part, remember you're going to be getting a special Hennasooq product box for those who took part in every single week and posted up their recipe using hashtag Natural Hair Goals 2021. It has been so much fun. And I want to thank all of you for taking part in this challenge. It was amazing, and I think it was perfect timing. It really, really was. And I hope that you're going to continue this habit of creating your own DIY recipes so that way you can find out what works exactly for your hair. And if you're still not really sure, don't worry, you can book a consultation with me. So let's get into this recipe. We're talking about conditioning the hair, making it softer and coating your hair so that it protects it against the elements, and just overall healthier, shiny, gorgeous hair, and added benefits from these two amazing herbs that we're going to be using today. But this is definitely the focus, is conditioning. So for this recipe, I recommend that you start the fenugreek ahead of time, because the fenugreek can expand like cream of wheat. So you just sometimes have to adjust it with more water slowly but surely. So it just, if it's your first time using it, you'll be surprised by that. So just know that I highly recommend that you use it in the way that I'm about to show you. For this recipe, we're gonna add in about, let's say, 3 tablespoons of fenugreek. That should be plenty because a little goes a long way. And I'm going to be using warm to hot distilled water to trigger it, and mix that in really good all together. And I might say that fenugreek is amazing for hair. It is definitely an herb that you should have in your stash. It provides so much moisture and has so much mucilage. It is like so silky. Even when I touch it with my hands, my skin feels amazing. So you definitely want to keep adding a little bit of water at a time, because you want to make sure that this stays really creamy and smooth. You don't want all these extra lumps, just make it really nice and smooth. And it's going to keep expanding a little bit actually. So when it's about like this, you can kind of let it sit for a little while. So it's still a little thick. I'm worried it'll get too hard. I don't want it to get hard. That will be a pain in the butt to soften up. So just keep adding a little bit extra liquid so it's a little bit runny, because it's definitely going to absorb more liquid than what we see right now. It's gonna get so thick. Oh yes. All right, fenugreek. So we're gonna let that rest probably at least 5 minutes, and we'll come back to it. All right, now we have the Cassia Powder. So you want to use probably a little bit more of this cassia, probably about 50 grams, which is about half a package of the Cassia Powder. That's about 50 grams, I believe so. Ooh, and look, wow, our fenugreek is getting so thick. It's still really thick. I'll add some more water to that. Yeah, make sure it doesn't get too thick, or it'll be really hard to add to the cassia after. It'll just be so thick. And then with the cassia, you could, if you'd like, add, aloe vera powder to this recipe, but honestly, the fenugreek is plenty. Another herb that you could add in optionally would probably be ziziphus powder. That would be very nice. But this is going to make your hair so soft. This is a really great treatment. So yes, you can do this mass treatment, probably every 1 to 2 weeks. And if you have leftovers, you can freeze it and use it for next time, so nothing ever goes to waste. I definitely do recommend, when you're doing henna and Ayurvedic hair care treatments, all the recipes and videos and everything that I've been showing you is that you definitely want to either pre-poo your hair or shampoo your hair, wash and cleanse your hair beforehand, and then you can do your treatments. And on damp hair, that makes it go on so much easier, like gives it extra slip. It just is so much easier. I find that applying onto dry hair just makes your hair, I don't know, just pulls your hair, it doesn't feel as nice. And this is exactly what we do professionally in the salon. We pre-wash the hair. So that's a normal practice that you should also do at home. Oh yes, look at this. So I'm gonna mix this a little thick, and you can see just, oh, Cassia looks, remember, Cassia and henna are not the same plant. They are different plants. So you're not gonna get any color from this at all. This whole recipe is non-coloring. And even the smell is a little different. It's more like really, oh gosh, really fresh green tea, or maybe from a different region. It smells a little different. Such a great herb though. Oh, another one that you have to have in your stash for sure. But I'll go ahead and add in this amazing, delicious fenugreek. And then we're gonna mix this really, really well. So sometimes fenugreek can be kind of lumpy, and we have more techniques on straining your paste that you can do that if you'd like to, using, a wide mouth cup and a nylon stocking, and then pulling it so that way it comes through into a carrot bag, like a piping bag, and then it strains it and makes it extra creamy and smooth. Or you can just wash it out really well out of your hair, whatever is your preference. And this consistency, I like it. It's pretty good. I might add a little bit more, just a little bit. And it may get thicker on you as well. So if you let it sit and it gets a little thicker, just add some more water. If you want to play around with it, you can add coconut milk, you can add shea butter, cocoa butter, melted of course, for the butters, and any other oils. Oh, there's so many things you could do. Essential oils would be really great as well. You could do that. But overall, this is a great recipe to use as is, and you can use it right away. It is so nice. So there you have it. You are completely ready for Ayurvedic hair care. If you've been following the 8-week hair challenge, you can do all the recipes and regimen that you want to at any time. So don't forget to get our hair journal and planner. You definitely want to use that to keep track of how it's going, reach all your hair goals, your hair regimen. Absolutely want to definitely do that, so that way you can maximize your products that you're using for best results, so that you and your hair can be completely happy, gorgeous, popping, sleek, shiny, curls everywhere, whatever your hair type might be. This is all for you. Yes, every hair type, every hair texture, every woman, every man. So subscribe to our channel, hit that little bell so you get notifications, because you don't want to miss anything. We have so much more coming up. We have a new series coming up. Should I tell you? Maybe. We have a new series coming up called Ask Hennasooq, and I'll be answering a whole bunch of amazing questions that are like your basic go-tos that some of you wonder about. So stay tuned for that. There's always so much more. And if you want to see something in particular, don't hesitate to suggest it. Put it in the comments. Let us know what you want to see. And let's get to those goals. We can do it. I got you. All right. Have a great one. I'll see you all soon in the next video.